Hello, I'm Sara with Polad Custom Homes and Remax Results. Welcome to your Minute with the Joneses. Today we are here at one of my favorite West Omaha businesses, Lanoha Nurseries, and I am with Paul Gilligan, the General Manager for the Garden Center. Paul, it's been a long winter and we are all excited to get ready for spring. Tell us what you've got for us so we can get started.
Oh, you bet. Welcome out to the Garden Center. It's this time of year that everyone is finished with winter. They're ready to come out, get something in the ground. We still have our cool temperatures to deal with, however. Therefore, we have our cool season annuals that are on display right now. And one of the most popular is right here. This is the pansy. Everyone knows it to be the first thing to go into the ground or into a container pot. And these guys can withstand temperatures down to 26 degrees. So unless it gets really cold at night, generally you could leave these alone and they'll be just fine in these early spring months. I would also say that among other options for early season annuals, we also have ranunculus, violas, there's stock, there's a few other options to go with for flowers in your landscape or container gardens if you would like to do that. Another option for planting this time of year, if you want to gear more towards food crops or get a little bit more interested in starting projects with your kids, perhaps you'd like to do some cool season vegetables. And one of the easiest things you could probably do is leafy greens. These are very easy to sow into soil. As long as you can work the soil, you could plant these right now. And these will germinate in about 10 days or so. You could start them from seed. It's a great project, very easy to do, and it's a repeat harvester. Once it gets growing and gets to be about this tall as this flat here is, you could harvest those and it just keeps growing until the weather gets too hot. We have a couple options for seed this year. One of them is Seed Saver, and another is the standard Lake Valley seed that we always carry. So you could start from seed, or you could plant into your garden or raised bed with existing 4-packs or 6-packs of plants. So if you do not want to start with seed, you could start with starter plants. We've got quite a few options to go with right now this spring. What we have here are spinach plants. You could put these out in the ground. They're a leafy vegetable. You could get those in there. Plant them right now, even though our nights are getting quite cold, it still is going to hang in there. We have then head lettuce. Head lettuce is going to be a little bit different than the leafy greens. They visually look the same right now, but the head lettuce will literally be what maybe you're familiar with at the grocery store with the round head. We then continue on with that theme. We have cabbage. A lot of people might cringe maybe at the idea of eating veggies that we might otherwise avoid, but if you're growing it yourself, it's kind of fun, very cold hardy. And lastly, the broccoli. These are just really great starter plants. It's the easiest thing you can do is to drop these in the ground, leave them alone, give it some minimal watering, and you will have great success with these that are already started. And believe it or not, any new gardener has wonderful luck with starting the lettuce seed as well.
Thank you for that information, Paul. That was awesome. Could you tell us where we can find you so we know how to get started?
Well, thanks again for coming out today. It was a lot of fun to pass on this information. We are located physically at 192nd and West Center Road, and we're on the southeast corner of that intersection. You could also find us on the web at lanahonurseries.com.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Sara with Polad Custom Homes and Remax Results, and this was your Minute with the Joneses. Hey guys, it's Sara again, and this is your Minute with the Realtor. I've got a great question from Bree B in West Bay Woods, and she wants to know, when it comes to remodeling, what projects will give us the greatest payoff? I love this question. It's one we get all the time. There's a recent study that just came out from Remodeling Magazine, and I loved their number one answer, and it was to replace that front door with an actually steel or iron cool door, maybe some cool designs, some glass detail. What you've been hearing is like put that fresh coat of paint on there, that red color that makes it pop. But this is saying that you will get 96% of your return if you were to invest in that new door. Gives it that curb appeal, and I just thought that was such a cool answer. The other two tips that I would give you for your best return would be to put your money in the kitchen, and same thing in the bathroom. That's everybody's hot spots, and you will, this study came back, said you'll get about 87% of your return back if you were to invest your money there. So that's where I'd put it. It'll make a huge difference, and it'll also lower your days on market, which will put less stress on you. So that's would be my advice for this month. Thanks again for your questions, and this was your Minute with the Realtor.